It's quite simple. Press the free like button if you feel like Edge hasn't done a damn thing in All Elite Wrestling. Press the free like button if you think he is just another guy on the roster as predicted. Nobody talks about Edge anymore. That's the sad part about him being in All Elite Wrestling. Now it's like, man, we don't care about what he's doing. I feel like Darby Allin has taken Edge's spot in this Christian Cage storyline, and that's sad. How can Darby Allin take your spot in a storyline that you started? That's crazy. So here are the top 5 current great faces currently in pro wrestling in general. 5, I would put Jey Uso. I think Jey Uso is rank 5 when it comes to how over he is as a face. Listen, the bloodline is dead, man. Nobody cares about the bloodline as I predicted. I told you 4 months ago, I said, once Jey leaves this group, nobody is going to care about Roman Reigns and this group in general. And as usual, I'm always right when it comes to fake wrestling. Nobody cares about the bloodline. Nobody cares about Solo, Jimmy, Roman Reigns. Like literally nobody cares about this ongoing saga between Jimmy and Roman. Nobody cares about their little conflict. It's like it's over, it's done. Nobody cares. But to get back to Jey is really over. Like that crowd loves Jey. Every time he comes out, they do his little hand motion. He is really over. I think he should be the one to beat Gunther Zaring General. Like, why not? I feel like that's a great story. Give Jey his first singles title. That makes the most sense. It needs to be Jey. Jey needs to be Gunther Zaring General. I feel like that's the only choice, man. Like, why not? Right? Because, look, Jey ain't no world champion, but why not give him the IC title? Like, why not? Him and Gunther are on the same brand, so that makes sense. Jey is over. The crowd will get behind him for him to finally be a single champion. So that makes sense. I think he is a top 5 face currently in pro wrestling. So who's 4? I would say Seth Freaky Rollins, but only by a thread. Only by like, a tiny small little thread. Because to me, he is nothing more than a theme song. I'm sorry, nobody cares about his feuds. Not one person cares about his feuds. If anything, people were more intrigued by Shinsuke more than Seth during that feud. Nobody gave a flying fuck about Seth. The only thing he was known for was his crazy ass wardrobe. That's it. There was nothing to write home about with his feud with Shinsuke. Nobody gave a fuck, but the crowd do like him, but he's more of a theme song though. But that just goes to show you there's not that many great faces right now in pro wrestling. Because Seth is only a top 5 face based on his theme song. That's it. Nobody cares about Seth Freaky Rollins like that. So, who do I think is 3rd? I think 3rd is Darby Allin. I think Darby Allin is the best booked All Elite wrestler in that company. Nobody's booked better than Darby Allin. For the past 4 years, nobody has said Darby has been booked like shit. Nobody said that Darby has fell off. He is the best booked wrestler on that roster. It's like, I don't know why, but with him, Tony Khan books him the best. Let's compare him to the other 4 pillars. Max, he done fell off. Jack Perry, he's like hit or miss. Sammy G, he don't know what he wants to be, a heel or a face. He is a lost cause. I'm sorry. 1 minute, this guy is a fucking heel, then the next minute, he's a fucking face. It's like, bro, what are you, the fucking Big Show? Dude, he is the Big Show of that company. Based on his age, he is the new Big Show. It's like, I'm sorry, next week he's a heel, then a face. Like, bro, what the fuck are you? Sammy G has no character. But to get back to Darby, Darby is the best booked. It's like he is fucking flawless. He's booked like an underdog. The fans love him. Kids love him. He is the modern day Rey Mysterio. That's what I mean by I think Triple H will sign him to replace Rey Mysterio for his company once Rey retires. I feel like that makes more sense. Darby is very marketable. You can market a Darby Allin to the mainstream audience. I feel like that does make sense. But Darby, man, it's like he has great matches. All his matchups make sense. It's like every time he's on a card, it's like it just makes sense. Or like a tag team match with Sting, etc. Darby never seems out of place, or Darby never seems like, oh, he ain't being booked right. It's like, bro, he ain't no fucking Wardlow. That's what I mean. He ain't Hobbs in terms of, bro, what are you doing with Hobbs, right? Nobody has ever said Darby has been booked like crap. It's like, yeah, that is weird, actually. There's like so many people on this roster that Tony Khan does not know how to book, but with Darby Allin, it's weird. It's like, he definitely knows how to book Darby Allin, though. It's like everything Darby is involved in, it just makes sense and it fucking flows well. I don't know why. But that dude, he is a top 3 face currently in pro wrestling. So, who was number 2? Look, man, this hurts me to say it. This kills me to say it. I think number 2 is a copyright infringement. Unfortunately, he is a top 2 face in all of pro wrestling. And I hate saying it. Because I don't know, dog, what's so special about him? Why are you cheering him? He is a Halloween costume every week. He is in cosplay. It's like, oh my God, I saw that little back and forth with him and Roman Reigns like last night. I'm like, man, this dude really wants to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's like, bro, who do you want to be? Right? It changes every week with this guy. This week he's Stone Cold. Then the fucking next week he's the fucking Rock. It's like, bro, make up your mind. Who do you want to be? It's like, oh, now he is defiant. Defiant. That sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay, so now that's his shtick. He is so defiant now. I'm like, bro, come on, man. For the past 2 weeks, he has been in Stone Cold cosplay in all of his segments. But you dumb idiots don't even care, don't notice. It's like, that's not how that shit works, right? Like, I hate when you stupid dumb marks bring up Ric Flair and fucking Buddy Rogers. Listen, I'm gonna say it 100 times. Ric Flair was better than Buddy Rogers. Ric Flair was not Buddy Rogers. Ric Flair was a crazy guy. Buddy Rogers was no Ric Flair. The only thing they have in common is the fucking robe and the fucking nickname. It ends there. Ric Flair was a psychopath in his fucking promos. He had a shtick, he had catchphrase, he had a gimmick. It's like, what are we talking about? Just because you take a fucker's nickname, that don't mean you are trying to be him. It's like, yeah, he did look up to a Buddy Rogers, but Ric Flair, he eventually became his own man. You can find fucking inspiration in somebody, but eventually you have to mold that into your own little niche. That's what Ric Flair did, to a point where, bro, nobody compares Ric Flair to a fucking Buddy Rogers. Where is your proof that they are very similar? Dog, Buddy Rogers was a boring promo. He was boring as fuck. He was fucking monotone. He had no emotions. Ric Flair was giving elbow drops to the canvas with nobody there. That's how crazy this guy was. That's what I mean. Ric Flair was of his own man. It's like, please stop. That's like a hard fucking reach. I keep on trying to explain it to you, to kids. Kids. It's crazy. It's always kids that think they know everything. Us grown adults, we don't compare Buddy Rogers with fucking Ric Flair. That makes 0 sense. They are nothing alike. Nothing alike. Not the same moveset, nothing. Ric Flair, his gimmick was he was a fucking womanizer, crazy guy. That was not Buddy Rogers. Buddy Rogers, he wishes he was the promo of a Ric Flair. Ric Flair was his own man. But to get back to LA cosplay, now people are starting to wake up. Right? People are starting to wake up to this clown. It's like, I don't get it. When he was in TNA, I didn't see any Stone Cold or The Rock cosplay. That's weird to me. Some people saw it, but I didn't see it. Now it's like, bro, he is getting egregious now with the whole cosplay stuff. I'm like, his whole walk, his whole cadence, his fucking attitude is very Stone Cold-like in a bad way, where it's like, bro, okay, you were trying to be Stone Cold, you lost it, and these marks, don't notice it. Listen, this ain't gonna last, right? Just like how you marks was telling me that Sami Zayn should have been the main event for WrestleMania against Roman Reigns, remember? Where is that energy at, right? And I was telling you, Sami Zayn is a fucking jobber. He's a mid-carder. He will never be a top guy. Was I wrong? Nope. Sami Zayn went from being maybe a top 2 face in the whole entire company to now nobody cares about Sami Zayn. That's going to be LA cosplay very, very soon. It's just a matter of time. This whole little run, this whole little fucking fairy tale run, it ain't gonna last by next year. People will get bored of his corny shtick. His Stone Cold wannabe act is bruh. He ain't that guy. But he is a top 5 face because of you dumbass fans that missed the fucking Attitude Era. I'm like, bro, okay, watch YouTube. I'm like, fuck, if you missed the Attitude Era so fucking bad, just watch YouTube, you fucking mark. My fucking God, man. I don't want cosplay wrestlers on my roster. Be your own man. The Miz is his own man. Let me repeat. The Miz is his own man, right? Now, people compare The Miz to other guys, right? People compare Max to The Miz. People compare Grayson Waller to The Miz, right? Because The Miz is his own man. He is his own character. He is his own shtick. Now, people get compared to the fucking Miz because Miz is original. Now, do you see my fucking point? Be your own man. So maybe in the near fucking future, young guys will be compared to you. That's what I mean. But let's go to number 1. Obviously, it's Cody fucking Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is the number 1 face in all of fake pro wrestling. It's like, this is what I was telling people the moment he was released by All Elite Wrestling. I said, this guy should be the one to beat Roman Reigns. I said that before anybody. People thought I was trolling. People thought I was joking. I was like, nah, bro. This guy should beat Roman Reigns. Stick it to Tony Khan, man. That's what I said. I said, this guy should be the face of the company. I said that way before he ever came back. So, when it comes to Cody Rhodes, man, he is a top 5 face. He's the fucking number 1 face. Because every time he comes out, the whole building knows every lyric to his song. But he's not all theme song. Every time we see Cody Rhodes, we have to stop and fucking watch. That's what makes him great. He ain't boring. We have to know what he's doing. He's not all theme song like a Seth freaking Rollins. We care about what Cody Rhodes is doing. Exactly. Remember that face-off with him and Roman Reigns? That was intense. Because he is more than a fucking theme song. People care about Cody Rhodes, the fucking wrestler. So yes, Cody fucking Rhodes is a top 5 face, the number 1 face in all of fake pro wrestling. Because he has great fucking matches. People are invested in his promos, matches. It don't matter. And the fact that he stayed over after being buried by Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, the fact that this dude fucking recovered. That's crazy. He recovered? Bruh, nobody recovers facing Roman Reigns. That's what makes Cody Rhodes great. He beat the odds. Drew Mack has not recovered. Sami Zayn has not recovered. Kevin Owens has not recovered. Finn Balor had to turn heel to recover. Edge did not recover. He is somewhere else now. That's my point. Fucking, a new name. Fucking Cesaro did not recover. He's gone now. Braun Strowman did not recover. He was fired months later. That's my point. Nobody recovers facing Roman Reigns, but Cody Rhodes did. That's why he is one of a kind. But that's my whole entire list. That's my top 5. And no, Max ain't no damn top 5 face. Max has been booked like a fucking joke. But yeah, I'm done.